me for your readability. Hello, hello. Sylvester, my man.
Hello.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Amazing. Thank you. Thanks for asking. Very tired though.
Yeah, me too, man.
Long day, long day. Yeah.
What's the ad? What's your ad?
Sylvester SVC.
Let's see.
Um, so you gave me some feedback. I switched up the profile. I switched up the bio. I've got one reel that's kind of like new type content. But I'm still in the process of switching up my content. So
What's the name? Sylvester FC
Sylvester SVC.
SVC. Oh yeah, very curious. I don't know how many people are gonna show up to.
Let's hope there'll be enough.
Yeah, I mean, if there's not gonna be a lot of people every week, we're just gonna stack it all up and yeah.
Armin told me he'll be. There he is.
Cool, cool, cool. Let's see. Yeah, man, let's analyze your page. Um. Let's see, Sylvester. If you do have a nicer profile picture, I would recommend that. Just a plain and simple one, you and whatever you're wearing, and
Okay.
then without any hats or headphones or stuff like that, just very clean. Um, that's good. And then yeah, just have like how do you say that? A capital letter at the beginning of each word. I would recommend you doing that. But overall, looks good, man. Looks good. Although you haven't stayed consistent with the content. What's up with that?
No, yeah, there's been a lot going on in school and stuff. I've been trying to film face-to-face content.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been playing that for a few days, but it just didn't really turn out. Me and Armin, we wanted to film something today actually, but the schedule just didn't work out. But I'm on it.
Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, we'll just wait for a few people to kind of bounce in here. And
Amazing.
let's see what happens. What's up, Armin?
Hey, what's up? How are you doing?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Yeah, we'll just go over like a few things today. Especially with like growing your page. If there's any particular subjects that you guys want to go over, drop them in the Zoom chat. And then we'll basically get into it. Uh, let's see. Hmm. Yeah, let's get some interaction going. Any specific topics that you guys want to go over? Harmony, what your page
Yeah, I got some
analyzed?
questions for you.
Sorry?
I got some questions.
Sounds good.
Can I start?
Of course, man. Waiting for you.
So I got some questions about personal branding. As you know, I have a YouTube channel for my personal brand.
Mm.
So I was figuring out like what to post there, like because I don't want to post day in the life videos all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Use it as documentation. That's what I would do. Um, Document what you learn, right? So that's pretty much similar what I do as well. One sec. That's basically the same what I do. So I kind of like document my own journey on YouTube, just kind of like stuff I learn, who I am, what I think, how I think, like all everything. That's what you can do as well. Just very transparent,
Mhm.
a few minute videos about a particular topic, sharing your opinion about it, maybe lessons you learned from YouTube videos you watch, right? Like the thing about a YouTube channel is that people can get real insight into you and have a shit ton of content to go through as well. So it's something that I'm gonna be also double downing on, especially for this year. But it's the same thing for this, right? Like these weekly meetings right here. but also obviously share it with everyone here on YouTube too. And I'm just on quantity right now, right? Like I can break down all of these hour videos in little bits of, content if I wanted to. The whole point, especially with like Instagram, is that and YouTube and online stuff and content in general, is you kind of have like two different routes you can go for. You can go for a route where you focus more on quality and you focus less on quantity. So more quality, less quantity, or you focus more on quantity and less on quality. Or you basically can try to leverage both. So that's always what I try to do. I try to maintain a sort of level of quality and then stick to a certain amount of quantity. So for example, a post a day, because at the end of the day, you can't expect yourself to be perfect with the videos. I mean, just take a look at, for example, the thumbnail, right? Take a look at this thumbnail, this one, and then all the other ones, right? There's a major difference between them. I mean, like how I made this particular thumbnail is completely different than the other ones, right? I'm already looking at like the thumbnail I made right here, and I can already tell what I would do differently next time. I would, for example, make this workflow stand out a little bit more, and I would have less text. That's what I would have done. But yeah, overall, you go through this journey with improvement, and a lot of people they don't do stuff, right? They don't post videos. They try to make it all perfect, 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 but it will never be. Like you've got to start pumping some content out to other people. And yeah, that's what I would do. I would like set an objective of sharing one video a week or one video every so often that shares what you've learned. What have you gone through as a person? What do you know? What have you gone through that week? Right? Maybe even from these videos or from these calls, right? Like, what have you learned from this call? Take all the notes, watch back the whole replay, study it, and then make your own version of it, right? Share, yeah. So basically, in this week, I learned this and this and this and this. Like, don't educate people as if you all know it, but you've got to keep creating. That's kind of like my point. Same thing with this, right? This is a pretty old presentation, but still, it has so much value in here too, right? So it has the 4-step process of building a theme page too. So first you launch your account, you choose a niche, then a sub niche, then you choose your color scheme, then your content pillars, then the caption and content, the page layout, right? So the username, the name, the caption, sorry, the bio, the this, the that. Then part 2, organic growth, right? So obviously you have a push and pull strategy with Instagram. So I'll quickly actually just grab a whiteboard. I already explained this last call too, but it's super important that you do understand also for people watching us, because a lot of people don't. One sec. I'm just trying to find my pen here. And I was actually watching a very, very interesting video just before this call as well, which is pretty interesting. So, yeah, for example, Instagram itself, right? Instagram itself has kind of like two sides to it. Or sorry, your account has two sides to it, and attention has two sides to it. The attention side of it is basically push and pull, right? So if you, for example, are basically you, the platform, right? So you have Instagram, for example. So you want to first understand what's the goal of the platform, right? What's the number one objective of the platform? Well, the number one platform goal is to keep people like yourself on the platform for as long as possible, right? So what happens with, for example, virality and content, especially with getting boosted and going viral, is that the Instagram algorithm will actually see, oh, this person and this person stayed X, Y, and Z time more on this piece of content than the other. If that happens like over and over and over, the sooner, like let's say you post right now, right? And then the first 10 people, they stay on the app longer because of your content. That's how Instagram dictates if they're going to push it to more people, right? So the whole goal why a lot of people stick to short form content right now and make it all super engaging is because within those first few seconds, people determine if they're going to stick or not. But then also Instagram determines and labels your video, is this good or not? And then they push it to other people, right? And obviously retention is a big thing too. But typically it's the longer the people that stay on the platform through the content that they watch from you, the more your content is going to get pushed to similar people, right? because Instagram will analyze, cool, Armin is 16 years old from Germany, a male, blah, 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 all the information you gave them. And then they're going to push it to more of those type of people, right? I mean, look at, for example, content that went viral that got pushed to an Indian audience, for example, or people from the US, right? Let's say you have a Instagram theme page about US related topics, right? That content will not be pushed to Indian people, right? Because what Instagram does is you post, right? You post, right, some sort of video, and all these people start visiting your how do I say it? Your video. My drawing skills are definitely being put to the test here. So basically all these people start watching your video, and what happens is that these people, this group of people, have been boxed, right? Maybe these two people are the same, maybe these two people are the same, and maybe these two people are the same. But then what Instagram will do is they will start pushing it to more of those type of people, right? They will push it to similar people that will watch it too, right? So they start rinse and repeating it. So it's kind of like this self-sustaining system. And the whole goal with your content is that you understand, who do you want to attract, right? So that's the big first question. Who do you want to attract? Well, if you make American type of content with words in it like the US, or specific US related topics like Donald Trump or the elections or Joe Biden or whatever, right? Then it will get pushed to more of those type of people, because the first people that will engage with it are from the US. And then Instagram will recognize, and they will use their smart algorithm and say, huh, we want to push this to more people like the one that it has been pushed to right now, because what is our goal? To retain people on the platform, right? So how do you use this information to grow? Well, number one is content, right? The content you post on your page. It has to be quality, right? So it has to have these checks of quality. It has to resonate, right? So let's say you post a piece of content on your page and you posted only black, everything about black, let's say that's your page, everything about, or let's say travel, right? Everything about travel. And then suddenly you post a lot about business or politics, right? Then your followers are going to be like, what the hell is happening here? And then Instagram will be the same thing, right? The algorithm is used to labeling your page as cool. That's the type of page that Alex owns. Then it will resonate, right? Resonate with the current followers that you have, but also with the algorithm that knows your page. Then obviously stay consistent, right? Post at least once a day, every single day. That's a minimum, right? Ideally at the same time, because Instagram will see, Alex is also staying consistent on the platform, so we will reward him regardless of the shitty content he posts. So then they will push it to more people, try to get you out there, because Instagram wants you to grow. Instagram wants you to grow. It's fucking dumb of yourself if you think that Instagram doesn't want you to grow. Of course, Instagram wants you to grow, but the only one that doesn't want you to grow is basically yourself. You're shooting yourself in the foot by not understanding what Instagram actually wants, if that kind of makes sense so far. So first understand, what does Instagram, for example, want, and how can you use that, right? So how do you, again, use this? The first step is content, right? And obviously who you want to reach with it. So who do you want to reach with the content? What are you going to be posting? So the what, the who, and the how, right? So what are you going to be posting? Who are you going to be posting it to? And how are you going to be posting it? Those are basically the steps. Then quality, resonate, consistent, and obviously it needs to meet criteria too. Because you can't just make random and choose to post random pieces of content. You want to try to use what's already been given to you on the platform, because you're not a psychology expert. You don't understand everything about content retention and how to make the best viral piece of content. Like, that's not you. You have to understand what's your strength. What are qualities that you first need to develop to be able to understand more of how to go viral? Well, it's basically by mimicking people, right? Doing research. That's the most important part here too, right? doing, oh, that's resource, research, researching, this and this and this content has been going viral here. I want to reach these and these people too. I want to reach this audience too with US followers. That's really funny that they do it like that. Let me test it, right? So it's always, the content game is always a game of testing for yourself, but also understanding what certain criteria your content pieces need to hit. Quality, they need to resonate with Instagram, the label they put on your page, and the label you put on your page yourself, and with all your followers. Consistent, right? And then meet criteria. Do research to meet these certain criteria. I only post these and these amount of likes, right? I only get content from this and this. I only, that's how you test. And a lot of people don't understand. They just go out on the platform. They get overwhelmed by all the content that's been throwing at them through the explore page, through other people, through everything. And they don't know what they're looking for, right? They open it up, they see, this has likes, comments, saves, it's this topic. Yeah, seems good. Let's just throw it on my page and hope it sticks, right? But that's not how it works. It's the same with paid advertisement, right? You can't just throw an ad out there and say, oh, let's pray to God that it will work. No, what you try to do is do research, right? You research in your competitors, you research in what works in your industry. Then you make a sort of concept. And off of that concept, you then base your next steps off of it, right? But a lot of people don't want to do the research. They don't want to go into it. They don't want to do all the hours and hours and hours. And suppose you do, then obviously this calls for you. So next step is basically, the first was content, right? Second/third is push and pull, right? So at the beginning, you have 0. At the start, you have 0. So what happens when you have 0 at any given circumstance in the world? Well, you actually have to do shit, right? You have to do phone calls if you want to get better at sales. You have to pump volume, right? The more reps you do in the gym, the bigger your muscle will grow. Very simple. It's the same thing with your page. Push and pull strategy, right? So let's say you have your page, right? This is your page. Then you have 0 followers. You're posting content consistently, which is great. So that's basically the push, right? You're pushing out content into the algorithm. But what you also want to do is pull back people to your page from the algorithm, right? Let's say this is the algorithm. Then what does pull mean? Well, it's actually just simple, plain engagement strategies, right? So this is follow for follow, right? Commenting on the post, liking. So your next question is who, right? Who do you comment, like, follow? Well, very simple. You go to your competitors after you did your research and you go to their followers, go to their likes, go to their comments. And what you just do is engage with their audience, right? So what sort of criteria does that audience needs to meet? Well, they have to be, let's say, active. They need to be from the US or first world countries, right? Because if you want to have a quality page, you will have to target these people. Then let's say you target males, right? You only engage with males or females, doesn't really matter which, but that's what you can have as your criteria, right? So this is your criteria to pull people into your page. So as I said, you go to your competitors, right? So this is your competitor and then their page, and they post all kinds of content, right? So what you want to do is you want to turn on the notifications. Let me just try and draw it. It's a toggle button, by the way. You toggle on the notifications for the pages of your competitors, right? So let's say you want to start a business page, then wealth, right? That page is a competitor of yours, but it's a fucking big ass competitor, right? So you want to also structure your competitors under big, mid, and small in your research, right? So you want to do the biggest, you want to do the mid, and you want to do the smallest. Now, what you want to do is you want to engage with those people in increments throughout the day, right? So what I always would recommend people to do is follow 50 people a day, ideally a lot more, but at the beginning, it's what you can ramp up. At the beginning, I would just do 20, right? So you can follow 20 people a day. I made a little sheet for all of our clients for this. So I would start with 20, then 50, then 100, and then 250. With 250, it's actually 25 to 40 an hour. And then you basically unfollow the same thing. So you want to structure that hour too, right? So the more quick activities you do, the quicker you're going to get banned. So you actually want to take time and see these actions as very, very important throughout your day. These are going to be leading to your growth for your page at the beginning. I've done these strategies for companies I've worked for before to kind of get traction on their page, to get their content pushed to the right people. Because if I, let's say, start engaging and start commenting and liking posts of people from India that are males that are not active, right? And I want to attract those people in my content, then my content will get pushed to the wrong people, engagement will be shit, and the page will flop. And then people will ask themselves, what happened? Well, wrong people engage with your content because it's shit, plus you engage with the wrong people. So how do you engage with the people that are active? It's very simply said, you toggle the button with post notifications for each of these big, medium, and small accounts on. And what you do is when they post, you want to interact with everyone within the first hour, right? That engage with that piece of content because you know, they are active within the last hour and they like this page. There's a lot that's been given to you, but you have to think very easy and very simplistic towards this process. And you don't want to make it overcomplicated. You just want to do research, big, mid, and small competitors. So what are big, mid, and small competitors? Big are pages that are above 1 million followers. Mid is anywhere between, yeah, I would say like 300K to a million. Oh, 1 million. And then anything below 300K, so 50K until 300K, that's small, right? So let's say you have like 5 pages here, 5 pages there, 5 pages there. Then throughout your day, you have 15 pages to swap between, right? So what you can do is you can kind of make a mix. So you can say, cool, I'm going to make 3 batches of 5 pages. This is a little bit more complex, but I hope you guys understand this. And if you don't, just ask a question. So what you do is you grab these 15 pages, right? The 5 big, 5 mid, 5 small. That's 15 in total. Then you make 3 batches of 5, right? So you divide the 15 by 3, you get 5. Well, what do you do then? You, for example, one batch that has 2 big ones, 2 small ones, and 1 small one, or 2 small ones, 2 middle ones, and 1 big one, right? So you make like all these separate batches of pages that you're going to be engaging with for a certain amount of time. This is how you will find out which pages work better for conversions for your page, because some people really resonate with the logo, the bio, the name, the username you create, but some people also don't, if that kind of makes sense. So let's say you have a page called Fuck Wealth and you start engaging with people from the page called Wealth. And what will happen is they will come to your page and they will check out your username and say, what the fuck? Fuck Wealth. No, I love Wealth. I'm following him. I've spent too much time on him. I really like his content. I adore him. Right? So subconsciously, you're going to be attacked by what you've done. And this is how it works. People decide within seconds, subconsciously, if they're going to follow you or not, if they're going to engage with your content or not. Right? And the lower the intention span it's getting, the more important brand, right? Brand plus quality will be, right? But if you can't do the quality yet, and if you can't build the quality brand yet, if you're starting out from zero, right, with skills, with testing, with everything, then what becomes the next priority? Quantity. Because that's the same for the gym, right? You don't start out being a fucking jacked bodybuilder that has all these magazines that want to post them. No, you start out with quantity. You start out with going to the gym, staying consistent, eating good meals a day, a certain amount of meals, right? You follow a plan. Same thing with these batches, right? You start out small and then you grow bigger. And what's the purpose of these batches? Well, it's a concept where each batch you can rotate between, right? So let's say you say, okay, I'm going to stick to batch 1 in engaging with their followers, likes, comments, recent followers, etc. And what you do is you basically say, I'm going to do that for a month. Then second month, you do the next batch. Third month, you do the next batch. Fourth month, fifth month, you do the next and the next and the next. And then what you just do is you reflect on your growth. Obviously, your growth will go exponential over time if you post quality content and stay consistent. And that's about it. You can choose the batch after, weeks even, if you want to structure it in weeks. That's what I did. I rotated pages and I saw, huh, if I engage with these followers, they're fucking sick. They love following other pages. They love following smaller pages too, right? And the reason why you want to have big, mid, and small, and not only big, is because people follow these big pages because they are big. They don't follow this big page because it's at 0 followers. It's an established brand. Why do people buy from Louis Vuitton and not your fucking shitty shop that makes probably better than Louis Vuitton quality? Well, it's because Louis Vuitton is an established brand, right? That's the whole point. So if you're going to start standing outside of the shop of Louis Vuitton and saying, I have better bags, maybe out of like 1 million people, if you are going to convert, but if you're going to stand in a market with other shitty bags and you stand out in quality, people are going to come to you. And then more people will come to you. And then more people will come to you. And then more people will come to you. Those are your followers, right? But or your customers in this example. And then what will happen is word of mouth gets around. You increase the quality even more based on feedback. Then you go from the small page stage to the middle stage page, right? Like for 300K followers. Then you go up, and then you go up, and then you go up, right? That's how it works. So yeah, it's a pretty big explanation, but I hope this made sense for you so far. Any questions about it? No questions?
I don't have any questions.
Sylvester, any questions?
No.
Nope.
Oh yeah. Actually, I mean, it's not to this topic, but I wrote another question in the chat.
Oh, cool. Sure, man. Let's go. Next question. I've been producing for, and I've been recently created a, let's see, a BeatStars account. Do you think I should integrate it? What do you mean with BeatStars account? What's a BeatStar?
It's a platform for producers where producers sell their beats, but that's not that important. Do you think I should integrate that into a personal brand?
Yeah, sure. Why
And
not?
if then how?
Because a personal brand, again, you don't want to confuse why you do something with if it's good or not, if it will make returns or not. Like that's not why you want to do something. You want to understand, okay, what's the purpose of a personal brand? Well, the purpose of a personal brand is to document, it's to show, it's to create trust, it's to create credibility. If you don't have a ton of followers, don't worry about conversions. It's just a kind of portfolio. So if you look at other producers, they typically have a personal brand to show who they are, to show their process, to show their beats, to show who they've worked with, right? But if you start out at 0, don't expect a lot from your personal brand. Expect a lot by doing more, by producing more, by collaborating more, by reaching out to people more. Reach out to 10 artists a day. There you go. Your next task to do. Reach out to 10 artists a day, set up your personal brand, share a few of your pictures, share a few of your beats on there, start reaching out. 10 messages a day. Then after a week, start sending 20 messages a day. Then after another week, start sending 50 messages a day. And then suddenly a few people will say yes, you're going to collaborate with them, have a fucking insane, uh, beat making session or song that you make. If you're good, if you aren't good, don't start trying to create a personal brand and all these beats and throw them online. Start getting better. Get in the trenches. Stop focusing on everyone and anyone else online. Just focus on you. That's what I would do.
Amazing. Thanks so much.
For sure, man. For sure. And again, you don't want to confuse it. Same thing with YouTube, right? A lot of people, they say, oh, this is the way to use YouTube. This is the way to use Instagram. This is the way you have to do this. No, you don't have to do shit. You have to understand the purpose of each of these platforms and the purpose of why you're doing it and then how to leverage it, right? It's the same for everything. Like you have to buy a Lamborghini. No, some people really like to buy a Lamborghini because of the feeling it gives them, the pride it gives them, and that moves them forward. Some people don't because they live like a more simplistic and minimalistic life. That's fine. They don't like the materialistic things. So you have to understand what is the actual purpose of the thing and why do you want it? Why do you want to use it? Right? And the why question is pretty, overestimated or sorry, underestimated. But yeah, I hope this push and pull strategy definitely made sense to people here because it might sound a little woo-woo, especially if you don't know what to do. But very simple terms, if you want to start a page completely from scratch, open it up on Instagram, or sorry, first do research into people and pages you want to be like, in these categories of 1 million followers plus, 300K to a million, 50K to 300K. And you do this the same for people that are your competitors in what you want to sell. If you, for example, want to make money through a particular product or service, you first have to do a shit ton of research. And guess who's going to win? A person who's done hundreds of hours of research or a person who's done 30 minutes of research? Hundreds of hours. Because the person knows more shit about the actual thing than other people, right? It's very simple. Oh, good question. I have a question based on something else like my account monetization. It's not approved due to my country not being able to monetize on the Meta platform. So what? Maybe you can give me some information. Yeah, for sure, man. Drop your Instagram page and we'll open it up. So yeah, good question. It's about monetization, right? And you can monetize through various ways, but you want to understand that monetization is not just one way, right? It's the same in business. Businesses are plenty. There's fucking coaching, consulting, brick and mortar, fitness, everything, right? Travel agencies, God knows what, supermarkets. So there's millions of businesses, but there isn't one way to sell. It's not one offer to sell. Same thing with this. There's not one way to monetize. It's just what do you sell and to whom and why. So what do you sell is obviously a big question. Well, how do you solve that by doing research, right? Get some inspiration from other people, go and look what they sell, get inspiration, right? Stack it all in a document, write it all down. And the more research you do, the bigger your knowledge base gets, the more different ways you understand that you can go instead of having to come to calls like these where you hope that I will say, stick to this, but I'm just going to tell you do research. I'm just going to tell you you can do it through promotions. You can do it through selling a digital product or service. You can, these are a lot of terms that you already know. You can even use the skills to focus on building your theme pages to millions of followers and then selling your service, right? Selling a service where you train other people and your team, virtual assistants, and you train them how to do this too. But then for your clients, and your clients will be people that will purchase your coaching, right? That's a phrase you can use for it, but or people that just buy what you sell about building these structures for them. Very simple. So basically you build a team, hire virtual assistants, teach them what you know about what you've done already, and that's what you can do, right? One offer that you can sell right now. Promotions, right? Promotions is a big thing, but obviously a lot of people focus on like the biggest pages. I would try to ask yourself, what are you really good at? Could you sell a product or service based off of your knowledge right now? And if so, how can you include a lot of done for you components? So let's say I sell a theme page coaching, and I would ask myself, okay, how can I set this all up for the person without them actually having to go through all the shit, right? Same thing with the fitness, right? How do I help fitness coaching businesses sell more, have a front end offer, a back end offer, structure this, structure that, build their funnels, let them record a VSL, let them do this. But you can just plug and play a whole template into their business. So yeah, that's another offer, right? So there's a ton of offers that you can go for. Even use ChatGPT, go for AI, look at market trends, right? Do research, do research in where the biggest people and markets go and figure out what you're good at. Super important. So yeah, I hope that was informative. Yeah, let me know about your page, your Instagram page, and I can open up your Instagram page and kind of analyze it all for you. I'm quickly also going to take a screenshot of this just because it is valuable. Let's see. So yeah, if there's any other questions, drop it in the chat and we'll go over it. Let's see. All right. Thanks a lot. We'll send the details directly into your inbox shortly. Yeah, sure. If you have any questions, please just make sure you save them for the community, drop it in there, or just focus on the weekly calls. These are the most valuable times for you, just because it's live feedback from me. And yeah. Mm, yeah, if there's any other questions, let me know. I'm happy to go over like more about the push and pull strategy on how to do it maybe. Questions, guys. Gotta make it interactive. For example, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Afsal. What are you struggling with right now? Drop it in the chat or turn on your mic. Cool, guys. Well, if there's not too much interaction, we're probably gonna end it shortly. So yeah, last call you said that I should change my content. Does that mean that I could do more face content or continue doing something similar? Well, so that's the same topic as before. You can do both. You understand that you can do both, but you want me to tell you what is best for you, and it's something I can't really do. Just because in your own personal brand, it's called personal for a reason, right? So, yeah, you can continue with what you're doing, but ask yourself, is this really your long-term objective to be a person like this? Like, who are you? You know what? Go and start doing research. Start doing research in different content pages. Do research into different pages that you like. What is content you consume? If you consume all of this content, for sure, continue with it. But yeah, if this is what you really like and enjoy and what you want to be like, for sure. What's this? Threads, something about the real world or something. I have no idea what this is. So yeah, long story short, what I would do is I would ask yourself, what content do you actually want to make? Regardless of the number, statistics, what do you love to do? And the only way to really understand that is by just going to your explore page and yeah, going for it. I'm an introvert, sir. That's why I don't talk here. Yeah, for sure, man. That's completely fine. Then start typing messages in the weekly meeting chat. That's also fine. We are hosting these every week, so it's fine. But yeah, if there's not really like a lot of interaction going on, then I would just suggest we end it shortly. But if there's any questions that you guys want to ask me, I'm here now. I'm available now. Let's go over some pages together. Let's do some analysis. But I did go pretty fast with the stuff that we already discussed. And the whole whiteboard presentation was basically the same thing as we discussed earlier with follow for follow, engaging strategies, early engagement, right? Why it's so important. The first few seconds of people staying on your post, it will get pushed to more people, right? So it's kind of like one person, then two people, then four people, then eight people, then 16 people, right? That's kind of how you go viral. Partnerships and collaboration, very important too. Selling your own service slash selling someone else's. And then obviously selling and improving is a different topic, which we'll go over in the next call. And same thing with scaling. But first step, growing and your offer. What are you going to sell, right? And if you're still in the launching of your account phase, then just stick to building a good one. But before these four steps, you start with step 0. And step 0 is doing research. Going into Instagram, putting on your headphones, enjoying the music, and just going for it. Just checking out content, saving content that you like, put it all into one document. We will push more people for this project. Yeah, for sure. Please give us a roadmap. Yeah, this is the roadmap. The thing is, if you check out the school community, you can go here, the classroom, this course, and there's a whole roadmap here. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, week 6. Everything's here for you. a daily workflow too, preparing and laying your groundworks. Then all the weekly calls are also uploaded back into here. So yeah, you have everything you need to basically start this, make it successful. You have the coaching, you have the support, you have the community, you have the classroom. And the reason why we created this community is because we want to kind of like feel out the people that will absolutely crush this with the free information we give. We're going to be upgrading this soon too. But yeah, we're looking to like it's all free. Afsal, I'm not sure if you joined this community yet, but I think you do because otherwise you wouldn't be able to attend this. If you just go to Classroom, go to these two, press open, you're able to access it. So um but yeah, what I was referring to is that the goal is to make it super valuable for you, but to also put it all in your shoes. I'm not going to do shit for you. Only thing that I'm going to be doing for you is give you feedback, give you my thoughts, give you my perspective based on my experience. But what we want to do is seek out the people that are the best. For example, like Armin, right? You implemented a shit ton of knowledge that we gave you, a shit ton of coaching, all for free. And then you gain 90,000 followers. So, you know, the leverage we have with shit we give away like this is insane. And I can't say enough. Just start consuming, start doing research, stop fucking consuming all this bullshit motivational self-development content. Just open up a book every single week, finish one book a week, go through courses like these, take notes, and build. Learn, especially when you're young. Same thing for me, you know? I forget it from time to time too because I coach so much, but I can just give the same feedback over and over based on the people that are at the stage they are at. And when they don't move, I will give the same feedback, right? It's very simple because I can't teach them something else, which isn't even important. So yeah, because I'm joining the community today, that's why. Yeah, it's completely fine, man. Congrats for joining. You can just go to this classroom right here and you can go there and check it out. You can also click our YouTube channel. You can go to this page. You can subscribe if you want. You can also check out some replays. A lot of free information here too. So yeah, it's pretty sick. It's pretty sick. And the nice thing here is too, you can make posts, right? So you can at the top, you can say write something. You can even add a GIF to it too. Even add a poll or a YouTube video or an image. You can select a category under what you want to ask the question under. Discussion, sales, wins, updates, leaderboard prizes, content, page reviews, introduce yourself, marketplace, student interviews, title it, right? Question about, da-di-da-di-da. Then start writing something. Very simple. And if you want to invite other people to the community, please just ask, you know, I'm happy to drop the link. Everyone who can benefit from this, let's grow together. I'm working in real estate as sales ex executive. I want to build my own business. That's why I want some guidance to start something my own. Yeah, for sure, man. Like there's a lot of guidance we give here, but what I really just like to do with this whole community is just give a lot for free, but also drop it all in your shoes, make it your responsibility if you're going to do something with this. Same thing with attending this call, right? Like we have a decent amount of members, but some people attend, some people don't, you know, and I can tell which people could become very successful. So yeah, same for you, Sylvester. Do research, start experimenting, and start making, right? The more you keep thinking, the less it gets done. And upgrade your profile picture again. And change this first line. 15-year-old entrepreneur. You're not an entrepreneur. Say something like 15-year-old aspiring entrepreneur or 15-year-old building an online business. Something like that. Like be honest, document your journey. There will be a ton of people, high quality people as well, that are super old, that want to connect with you, that want to help you. But people that see this, it's like, you know, they get kind of like by it, right? Especially like very, very high level entrepreneurs. You have to expect that a lot of people do watch your page and go to your page, but they don't convert. And they're also pretty high quality. This is another statistic which we can go over in the next call, and it's profile visitor optimization, right? So you get your page gets a shit ton of profile visitors, but profile visitors are turned into followers, right? That's the conversion. So let's say you get like 1,000 profile visitors and you get like 200 followers. It doesn't really make sense, right? So that's like 20% conversion rate. So let's say you want to convert more, then obviously you will have to understand, cool, what do I need to increase? Do I need to increase the amount of profile visits, go more viral, focus on content, or do I need to keep doing what I'm doing and optimize my profile, right? That's a big thing too. So how do you optimize your profile? Change your logo, change your name, change your bio. Usually it's the logo and the bio that's shit. But the last case scenario is probably the username. No issue, sir. I have to explore more things. That's why I'm connecting new people for the take of new idea and knowledge and build something different like online digital business. Yeah, completely. I would recommend you to watch this recording back too, kind of get an understanding better of like what we're doing here, what we're building here, and everything that I explained. But starting out with the course first, very good move for you too. And everyone who's watching this replay on YouTube too, join the community. It's in the description, and you can have a free course and all the replays for free. I got a question for my 80,000 follower page. Yeah, shoot.
I don't really know what to do with that page. If you can give me some guidance,
Cool. So what's the problem with this page?
I haven't been posting there for a few months, because I don't really know what to post since the content that I have been posting hasn't performed well. And yeah, the content that I started this page with
Yeah.
was basically memes. So yeah, I grew this page that fast because I was posting memes, and memes has like the biggest amount of reach. And yeah, that's why I don't really didn't see any future in this page and stopped that. I was wondering if I maybe can turn this into a theme page. Oh, and yeah,
No, don't do that.
no.
No. People, the thing is, this is also a thing, right? People have basically followed you because of you and all your previous content and your layout of your page, etc. Only thing which you're struggling right now, as it seems, is obviously direction with your page. What's the goal with it? Then besides that, what's the content, right? What's the content strategy? That's a big thing too. So yeah, I would have lifestyle highlights, for example, countries you've been or places visited with stories. Try to include some stories there, as in like storytelling, right? So practice storytelling there. Went on this trip and discovered this, discovered that, right? That's really cool. Then remove highlights with fakes, with work. Yeah, you can keep results. Let's analyze a few more. I can't, one sec. Remove growth. Yeah, growth you can keep in. I would combine results with growth. I would remove all emojis of the highlight names, make it super clean. You can make covers if you want to. I would keep it the same. Then what I would do as well is for the content approach, I would go for personal pictures with a super long caption sharing a lesson about you and that you recently learned with. And super important, don't, make some random ass fucking, lessons with, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that. Make it super vulnerable. All right, that's the idea. Vulnerable. Post once a week. That's what I would do. Then I would focus on viral reels slash generic reels in theme page style. So can I know where you're from? Yeah, I'm from the Netherlands. How much you brother earning for this page? Yeah, so in theme page style, I'll make an example for you in just a sec, and then you can have carousels based on what you sell slash know slash super valuable and viral topics. So I'll find 3 examples for you now, just to kind of get an understanding. You can still see my screen, right, Armin?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Oh, and also let me know if it, if something doesn't make sense, then please ask me. Yeah, so what I would do is, for example, a page like, or sorry, content like this. I would do content like this with wealth. This is something that you do have to do some research on with pages that you want to mimic the content from. Let me see. There was this one page that I saw. Yeah, this one. This one is good. Once a day minimum, Sylvester. Yeah, so this one, right? This is a really good theme page. This type of content, these videos, branded but viral videos. And what you do is you find these videos from different pages, or what you do is you find these videos on TikTok, super viral. Make a couple of TikTok accounts with different algorithms that get pushed to you, right? Like one for AI, one for these viral videos. Let's see, stuff like this, 5.8 million, right? Same thing. Grab it, post it. Same with this, right? Grab like the most viral stuff that went viral on pages like these. Go to pages like Save to Invest from Isak, a friend of mine. If you're watching this, Isak, love you, man. So these types of, videos, like these, right? So that's what I would do. I would start posting these videos at least like 4 times a week. I'll just grab a few examples for you here. Post one. And in these videos, you want to make sure that you do understand the topic of the video too, right? Like what specific topics just work in these videos for you. Some AI, some business, some other topics, right? Let's look at my page. This one got 115K. Not bad. I see that those cartoon type of things do work really well. So yeah, that's what you can do. Or visuals. Friend of mine called Kunal, he has like a page with visuals. He makes these visuals himself. Then carousels based on what you sell, right? So that's a good one as well. Let's go to one guy, for example, here. Elefante. So what you want to do is kind of create like a combination of a theme page plus a page where you talk about specific topics. For example, this stuff. This stuff, right? It's more generic content. You can just this stuff. This is a perfect example. I'm 30, my 7th Airbnb is generated, blah blah blah. Right? This is a post you can basically mimic, but you only want to post these style of posts when you actually know and sell something, right? So before you kind of stack up your page, you rebuild it, you regrow it, and then when it has momentum, when people see, your brand going up, that's when you can start posting more content that's personal, like this, like this, like this, etc. A lot of people just copy paste each other, so It's not going to be super, super hard to change. Then let's change your bio too. This is your current bio. Sorry. Bio. Where's your bio? Here. From school addict to IG business owner. Amazing. What I would do is follow. Afzal, I appreciate all the questions that you're asking me, but I would recommend you to go through the course, implement everything I teach there, and then come back with a ton of questions. Because Armin did that as well, and then he got these results. But I'm only able to give him all this advice after he implemented. Mm, Something like this. This is a good bio. I'll drop it in the Zoom chat too.
Thank you.
Without any emojis, only this.
All right.
And then if you want to go the converting route, right? Like converting followers to sales, then we have to first develop a strategy with first stage 1, trust and credibility, right? So people actually have to understand, sorry, stage 0, awareness, interest, desire, attention. So first awareness needs to be created, then interest, then desire, then attention. It's called the IDA model. This is a marketing model that you can have, or sorry, not attention, action. My bad. Attention, interest, desire, action. You can research about it if you want to, but it's pretty simple to do here as well. First, make awareness with trust and credibility, post results, and then I'm saying a shit ton of results. And since we're partnering, Armin, you can post a lot of the results that we have. So at the time when you're ready, post that. I would keep posting results of Monetary Mastermind, make it like cool branded, right? Make like a cool Canva template for it, where you just have like a screenshot with results, blah, 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 right? Here as well, 700K again. Like this page is blowing up. By the way, share this win in the school community and in the Discord. And also
Sure.
pin the comments against each other.
Yeah, I did that.
Cool. But refresh them. W dad, pin it too, but then also this as well. And then L dad from this guy, pin it too, right? Like a one with like 0 likes, that shit too. Man, 1.5 million, you gotta share the wins, man. 3.4, 1.2. Jeez Louise, man, you're killing it. Good shit. And obviously 32 million, that was a crazy one.
Yeah.
Drop all the wins. Drop all the wins. And let's also schedule a call together to come up with a strategy for this page as well, because it has a lot of momentum right now, and I'd rather not see you waste it. Hmm. Yeah, man. Looks good. Looks good. I would stick to what you're doing here. And the bio is also very good. But I would say something like personal page. Or yeah, I mean you can just keep it the same, doesn't really matter. Yeah, that's what I would do for your bio. Aspiring entrepreneur and student of life. Building pages like follow my journey for more or follow my journey. That's what I would do. And then take out the link in your bio and then put your YouTube link there. That's what I would do.
All right. Yeah.
And it basically connects with everything. Let's see. Okay, a few questions. Thanks for the call. I really have to go. No worries, man. Yeah, so trust and credibility posts results, a shit ton of results. Stage 2 is more about creating interest, right? You kind of like hyping it up. You could promote the community too for like free information. So yeah, we'll come up with a more sales strategy approach for this in the future, but for now, stick to that, man. Stick to that. Include a few of these viral videos, but you know, it's easily going to be easy for you to continue with this page by just using this strategy or this document here. I'll save it.
Which
I'll save it for you too, and then I'm gonna share it here.
thank you.
Dormant strategy.
Which viral videos did you mean?
It's in this document.
Okay.
Cool, cool, cool. I'll drop it in the school too. Um, let's see. What's your page name again?
Also, I got one last question, if you don't mind.
Oh, and change your name from Armin Hustle to Armin and then your last name.
I already got that on the other page.
Then include it with an X.
All right. Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, you said you had one question.
Yeah. Regarding the two personal brands. So how should I like structure it or like differentiate it, or because I was planning to do face reels together with Sylvester.
Sorry?
We were planning to do face-to-face reels together with Sylvester.
Mm.
So I'm gonna keep posting on the small personal brand.
Yeah, sure. If that's something that you want to experiment with, go for it, man.
Yeah.
But this page, what I would just do, I would just focus on this page and your other theme page. That's all I would do. You have enough there. You don't need more. Then create a second person or a theme page. Collaborate with the theme page that you then post the same content as I just suggested for your personal brand. Collaborate with each other.
Do you have an idea how I can like reactivate those 80K followers?
Yeah,
Like
by posting good quality content every single day. It's going to take some time to reactivate them, but by updating this whole page, by just implementing that whole document, you'll be able to reactivate it within 1 to 2 weeks.
1 to 2 weeks.
Yeah,
All right, yeah. I'm definitely gonna do that. Thank you.
no worries, man. Oh, and then also a last part about the suggestion I had here is, let's see if I can edit the post. 1 to 3 posts a day, quality as you can, PRSA strategy applied. Oh, and the engagement strategies that we talked about in the call today. Spend less time on your personal brands, the smaller one, and only focus on your theme page and on this page. That's what I would do. Because the more you're going to divide your attention, you're never going to be able to do something great in one thing.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
And you're in the building stages too. You don't know everything about anything. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Cool. No worries. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna end this call. Armin, let's jump on a call tomorrow or the day after when you're available for a strategy for monetary mastermind or monetary mind or something like that. Since there's a few things that we can discuss about it.
Cool. Yeah.
Cool. Sounds good. Well, have a good one. And yeah, we'll discuss more tomorrow. Have a good one,
Yeah.
guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.